With all of the different weapons and corresponding attachments available in Modern Warfare 2, it's clear that everyone is racing to find the top tier weapons. The weapons that stand out. The weapons that wipe the floor with the enemy team. The weapons that not even the glorious skill-based matchmaking can dethrone while they are in your hands. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today I've got 5 of those weapons for you. G'day there once again viewers, your mate Kamikaze78 here, and today we're going over what I believe are the top 5 weapons in Modern Warfare 2 right now. Right, so obviously before we get into this video, there's a few caveats that I think we need to talk about. Obviously, out of the gate, this list is going to be a little bit subjective here. Yes, I have used the majority of the guns in the game already, but you know, there's some guns that I've obviously used more than others, and for that reason, there's a real chance that a real winner of an attachment and weapon combo has sort of slipped through the cracks of this video in the making of, which is why I want you all to go down to the comment section down below right now and let me know what your top picks are for weapon and attachment combos currently. Let me know what some of those best builds that I might be missing are. I'll also be dropping the attachment setups that I have for each gun that we mentioned in this video as well, so you can replicate these loadouts in-game if you wish to do so. But without further ado, let's get into things. Starting out at number 5, we've got the VEL-46. The VEL-46 is the first SMG you are blessed with when you start playing the game, and there's really no denying that this is just one smooth operator, sporting an incredibly potent rate of fire with a real standout in the recoil pattern. It's just great at beaming heads and smiling all the way to the bank as it does it. I was honestly quite surprised with how accurate this thing is, considering the rate of fire that it outputs. It does fall real flat in the long range department, however, like the damage drop off is rough, and it really does feel like a pea shooter after you move outside of, say, around a 25-meter range. So that is definitely something that you need to take into account when using this weapon, but the 40 round mag that is available out of the gate is a pretty nice benefit. And yeah, I understand the irony of me saying that, only to equip a 30 round mag via attachments, but with the attachment options that I have equipped, plus the extra movement that comes from the 30 round mag, I think it's a nice middle ground for this kind of weapon. Overall, a really dependable and aggressive SMG that, while is the first one you unlock in the game, is something that will actually stand by your side for quite some time. Alright, coming in at number 4, we've got the workhorse, the jack of all trades, the old mate who's always happy to act as the deso driver for you after a big night out. You pick up an M4, chances are you'll do well in that game. Sporting an average ADS movement speed and a very modular set of attachments, there's a lot the M4 can't do after some time with it. With the right attachments, you can turn it into a speed demon that sports the attention span of a jock in year 7 maths, or a laser that just fails to understand what recoil really is. It doesn't sport the fastest TTK in the AR category, but it really does make up for that with the smooth as jazz recoil pattern that makes spraying down targets a damn breeze. It's a great weapon that is available to you right out of the gate, but quite frankly, it will be something that you'll return to by choice for the long haul over your Call of Duty time. And I know that I can say that for myself here as well. But I know what you're all thinking here. The M4 only ranked at top 4? What is this madness? Bear with me here guys, you'll see why shortly. Coming in at number 3, we've got the Lockman Sub. Now, look, we all know that it's an MP5, but for the sake of dodging licensing issues that not even Infinity Ward could solve, we'll stick with Lockman Sub. The Lockman Sub has been in Modern Warfare games for as long as I can remember in some capacity. Whether it be through the MP5K or the standard MP5, it's almost an icon now, and for a good bloody reason. This weapon is a true beast, always has been, and always will be. It's the M4 of the SMG world, a dependable and reliable SMG that is just capable of achieving way more than it should be able to. Now, sharing the best ADS time in the SMG category with the other top contenders, and also sporting a flurry of attachments, there's a lot you can do here to turn the Lockman Sub into a grand many things. And the attachments that I've got on this thing currently turn it into an absolute movement monster, whilst still be relatively accurate and being able to hit some headshots. It's just a well-balanced SMG with a respectable damage model that will always be a good to go option for me if I'm really feeling like slipping back into my comfort zone for a match or two. But coming in at number 2 on our list here today, we've got the Kastov 762. Now, we've gone over some well-balanced weaponry in the arsenal so far, but now how about we move on to the Karen of the AR arsenal, the antisocial weapon of mass destruction that just refuses to accept no as an answer. And I mean that quite literally. There's been times where I've been using this weapon where an enemy has started an engagement and I turn around, hit them in the head a couple of times, and I've won. Again, this weapon refuses to say no. The AK-40, the Kastov 762, is a weapon that really needs no introduction, but for the sake of fairness, we'll talk about it a little bit here. This cannon here sports the highest headshot damage in the AR category minus one weapon, that being the Burstfire M16. And when it comes to body shot damage, it's right up there once again, also being beaten out only by the trusty M16. And while the recoil pattern here is a little harsher on the old arms thanks to, the higher damage model, the reward for controlling the unwieldy beast is an extremely satisfying weapon platform that will make you win engagements that you didn't think were once possible. While, yes, other lower damage weapons bring about more stable recoil patterns which make it easier to hit those shots, learning to master the Kastov 762 will bring forth a much higher skill ceiling that will let you do more with less. And that is something really worth highlighting, I think, and something worth considering as you become a better player and start using different weapon platforms from the ones that you may be traditionally comfortable with. But alright, coming in at the glorious number one position, we've got the Kastov 74U. But wait, hold on. You thought the Kastov 762 was the Karen of the COD world. Oh no. We all know that good things come in small packages, and the Kastov 762 merely adopted the Karen lifestyle. The Kastov 74U was born into it. Molded by it. And look, shitty quotes and references aside, there's no denying just how invasive this weapon is when someone who's half decent with it brings it to a game. It's great at performing some of the most aggressive dentistry you'll see in a COD game, sporting that amazing 3-shot kill that we see on the Kastov 762 and that also brutal headshot damage with an also improved ADS time and rate of fire. This weapon is well and truly a CQC menace. 2 headshots and the target is down, and while you do sacrifice some damage at range here, it's kind of the point. And when you start throwing on attachments to bring that ADS movement speed and just general movement speed up, you do wonders for your CQC prowess with this gun. We mentioned earlier with the Kastov 762 that it's very possible to not be the starter or the initiator in a firefight and still come out on top. Well, that's even more true with the Kastov 74U. The iron sights here are also real schmick, and considering that you'll be performing in CQC more often with this weapon, it allows you to focus less on sight weight and minimize the weapon weight for ADS time even further. Overall, for me, this is the best AR in the game right now for aggressive play. Hands down, no competition. And folks, just like that, that's going to wrap up my top 5 weapons in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer as of right now. And as I said at the start of the video, guys, I really want to hear what your top weapons and weapon builds are. So leave them in the comment section down below and I'll get around to trying out the builds that you guys are using in game. If this video helped you or was entertaining, leave a like down below. It does a long way to help out the channel. And if you're new here and you've been enjoying the Modern Warfare 2 coverage up until now, hit that subscribe button because we've got more coming in the future, and we also stream right here on YouTube. As always, further social media links are linked in the description down below for more content. Once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Peace out, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care, guys. Have a good one.